All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're back out with another misconception thing here. We're actually hog hunting. We've been out here for a couple hours, but because of all these thunderstorms that have been coming through, another one rolling right there, and then about 20 miles over right now, I just got the warning that there's 80-mile-an-hour winds and damaging hail, so kind of a day to stay close to the truck. So that's what we've been doing, short little loops. And but I thought I'd stop right here for a minute, and we're going to talk for a second about misconceptions again in the bow hunting world. This time we're going to talk about gear misconceptions. We're going to dive in specifically on the bow. We'll cover another one of these with other stuff as far as things that you have, but bow-wise, this combination setup here, some misconceptions. First off, let's start with the bow. Okay, I shoot a Northern Miss Classic longbow, and I've been shooting one forever. That is by far my favorite bow, is the Northern Miss Classic longbow. I love everything about this bow. And but that doesn't mean for a second that any other bow out there isn't great. Matter of fact, I cannot personally think of any bow made by any bowyer that I would not shoot today. Every single one of them are straight up fantastic in every kind of way. They're incredible bows. So you cannot go wrong with any of them. And don't pick a bow because somebody else shoots it. Pick a bow because of the way you like to shoot it. How do you find out? Well, you can go to a lot of shows that happen around the country where you can go shoot them. You can buy a used bow as well, too. It's usually a pretty good way. It's how I used to because I'm left-handed. So I didn't have the luxury of being able to shoot many bows because nobody had left-handed, especially with a short 26-inch draw and at the poundage I wanted. So it was always very tricky for me. So buying a used bow for $400, testing it out and seeing what you think, and if you like it and you do, great, then turn around and sell that bow for $400 and order one that you want, or buy one when yours finally comes in 3 months, 6 months, a year later for your custom bow, then sell the one then for $400. So that's the kind of thing that you can do too, but don't think for a second that any bow made by any bowyer is a bad bow. Don't think because Tom, Dick, Harry, Larry, or Frank, or Mike, or Linda, Carrie, Susie, or Tina shoots a certain bow that is better than any other bow. It's just not like that in a traditional world. Okay, every single bow out there is going to do the job fantastic. And don't think you have to spend a lot of money on them. There's also nothing wrong with the mass-produced bows like the Samick Sage. It's been around for a long time. The Black Hunter longbow, the Sandilla, whatever they are. There's a bunch of these things down. They're all great bows. So don't be caught up in the fact that thinking you got to go spending $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 on a bow. If you want to, more power to you. Great bows out there. You don't need to, but just something to consider. Next one we're going to dive into is our arrows, okay? We look at broadheads, okay? We talk about broadheads. Now, I shoot the amazing, in my opinion, amazing Razor broadheads. This is amazing, the Razor 250 grain Razor. I love these broadheads. Straight up love these broadheads. Does that mean that, a standard Zwickey or a Ace or a Magnus or a Muzzy or any of those are not good broadheads? Not even a little bit. Every single one of them out there will work. There's no reason for you to go buy something expensive if you don't want to. I put enough animals down it. I kind of do feel that these are giving me a little bit of an edge. There's a little bit of a benefit with that single bevel as far as that goes. But the reason I shoot these, the reason I love these heads is durability. Okay, they cost me way less money in that factor. There's a lot of amazing heads out there that'll do the trick, but a lot of them also break down. What I mean by that is if you hit a stone and chip them up pretty bad, if you stick them in a tree, it'll curl the tip. If you hit a shoulder blade the wrong way or catch a leg on the opposite side, it'll curl them, it'll bend them. Things happen to broadheads. It's okay. Broadheads are not that expensive. I found that these ones to be the toughest broadheads I have ever used. I have never had one ever fail on me or anything go wrong. Actually, I take that back. I did. If you're in my Patreon, pretty soon you're going to see, but I did shoot and miss a hog right underneath the armpit right here, and he was right against a tree, and it drilled right into this water oak, and as he moved, he took his legs, he snapped, that arrow went twing, and flew up in the air, and I thought he broke the shaft. I went down there. He took my huge 3-inch insert, 200 grain insert that I keep inside these arrows, and he peeled it all the way out of the carbon and snapped the ferrule, the threaded part of the ferrule was still stuck in that off the end of that broadhead. Never seen anything like it before. The broadhead was perfectly straight. The broadhead was not bent. Everything was good, and that thing was sunk all the way to the back of the blades, completely into that water oak, and he snapped it off on the thing. So, but toughest heads I've ever used are these. So that's why I use them. Don't think for a second that you can't go to any of the bow shows and somebody has a Ziploc baggie full of some Magnus broadheads there. He'll sell you for 20 bucks for 10 of them. Don't think for a second. Those aren't amazing heads. We killed more animals with those than anything else. Same with the Zwickis. Same with the Ace. Ace makes incredible heads. Grizzlies, Tough, you name it, all of them. They're all fantastic. Bear razor heads. Doesn't matter what it is. Any broadhead is going to do the trick. Single bevel, double bevel, nobody cares. We have preferences, but there's so minor differences. So don't be caught up in that kind of stuff. I also love A. Boyer heads. A. Boyer heads I love a lot because they make them in my weights. They make them in the size and the shape that I like, similar to what Razor does. I like the A. Boyer heads. I also like VPA. I like a lot of heads out there. They're all great. Don't think you got to go spending a fortune or you have to shoot a head. Don't think you got to shoot razors because I shoot razors, or don't think you got to go shoot something else because somebody else shoots this one, or none of that matters. None of it matters. They will all do the trick. Same with the arrows. Okay, there are proponents like me of heavy arrows. I shoot a 720 grain arrow out of a 56-pound longbow. Okay, and I love heavyweight arrows. And I also have 450 grains up front. Very hard to accomplish. I did it. I'm happy. I love my setup. Don't think for a second that you can't go and buy online and get yourself a set of Game Getter aluminums or the cheapest wood arrows you can find, or the cheapest kids carbon arrows, and slap a broadhead on it and 125 gauge broadhead on it and kill stuff, because you can all day long, proven over and over again. Arrow building is a rabbit hole. If you want to go down it, go down it. It's a beautiful rabbit hole with a lot of cool little things in there. But if you don't. You don't have to. You're not going to suffer from it. It's not going to be a bad thing. It's all preference stuff if you want to. Parabolic versus shield, doesn't matter. Colored feathers with or all same color versus one with a cock feather different color, doesn't matter. None of it matters. Same with the quiver on my bow. I personally love this quiver. I straight up love it. I love how far out spaced from where it mounts to the bow to where the grippers are. Same with the hood. I love Donnie's quiver, this Creekwalker Trading quiver from Donnie over there at Creekwalker Trading. Love this quiver. I spent 25 years shooting a Great Northern quiver. What did I ever once complain? No. Would I have ever complained? No. Selway. I have a Selway at the house that we have on one of Tina's bows. One of the best quivers ever made. Hands down. Straight up love it. Selway makes incredible quivers. Does anybody out there build a bad quiver? I haven't seen one. Actually, I have. It's the Bear China knockoff one that they have built in China that they sell with some of the Bear bows. I don't like that one, not even a little bit. Chris Perino sent me one of them when he sent me his grayling quiver to do a review on a couple years ago, and I did not like that knockoff Bear one. I like the grayling quiver for the Bears. But realistically, we've had Thunderhorns, we've had, you name it, we've pretty much had it. On my bows or Tina's or the kids' bows, love them. There are all excellent quivers out there. These quivers, love them. I don't know what they are. I don't remember. I just bought my second one. I want to say they're $225, $250, something like that for one of these. Does that mean that you have to have this, or you can't get by with a $120 Great Northern or Selway? No, they will work perfectly good. They will do good. I choose this because I like it. Doesn't mean that it's the best thing out there for everybody, and it doesn't mean that it's the thing that you have to have. Same with your string, okay? I shoot a Dacron string. Oh, can you believe that? I shoot a Dacron string. Oh my God, look at this guy's falling on me right now. Everybody wants fast flight. Everybody wants 81 24 65 and 77 44 XX and B59 42 and all the whatever. I don't even know and care. 8120, I don't even know what they are anymore. Fast Flight Plus, Fast Flight Plus Plus, Fast Flight Plus P, Plus P, Plus Plus P. I don't know. I don't care. I shoot Dacron. I shot Fast Flight and Fast Flight Plus for over 15 years, 20 years. Actually, over 20 years. When I started shooting these classics, whatever that was, 8 years ago, this hill style bow, I went back to Dacron. I love Dacron. Is it a little more finicky? Yes. Do I got to change it twice a year? Yes. Do I have to pay attention with some of the humidity as far as my brace height and where that's at? Yes, I check it. I check it every time I string my bow, usually, like this right here. See how it barely fits in there just perfectly like that? That means that the brace height is spot on. Just so happens to be that this knife is exactly what my brace height is and right there in it. Now, I need a little space. I need it to fit through good. If I can't fit through there, I'm going to be down a little bit. If I fit in too much wiggle, I know it's too high. It's a quick little check for me. Okay, but Dacron string, cost me so little to build. And I enjoy them. And I don't have to pad loops, and I don't have to skinny string thing, and I don't have to fight with this, and I don't have these huge servings. 16 strand Dacron. I twist it up in 15 minutes, use simple yarn as silencers that I bought from Michael's or from Hobby Lobby, wherever you want. Life is good. Don't overthink it. Rubber grip. I swear by my rubber grips. You've heard me say that a dozen times, made so many videos on it. It's tacky, it's tight, it holds in my hand when I shoot. I don't have any issues with this thing in my hand when I'm shooting. It doesn't slip around, it does nothing. It's impervious to the DEET and the chemicals that I'm currently wearing right now. It's flawless in every way. So, tab, glove, same kind of thing. Makes no difference. I shoot the cheapest tab you can find. This is a neat pinch-free tab that I kind of take the center block out and glue it back together, but this tab is like $7.99. And I've been shooting them for 30 years. I've been shooting these tabs. Look at this one. I'm so cheap anyway on it that I keep twisting this so that it stays on shape because it's so stretched out. I just keep twisting it so that it still holds on my hand. It works like a champ. It's functional. It does its job. Would I love to have some of these other ones? Yeah, probably. I would probably enjoy them, but I've been shooting this for so long, it's home for me. It feels natural. Anything else feels not natural. I shot one of those super Cordovian Fred Eichler tabs one time. I bought one to see what I thought of it, and I drew back. Whoa, what the heck just happened? That thing was so slick. Here we go again. And gone. It's like, whoa, I wasn't ready for that yet. Just so slick and precise. Probably a very good thing. This feels natural for me. I like it. Again, personal preference is everything here. Do not think you have to spend a lot of money. Do not think you got to shoot what somebody else shoots. Do not think you got to get carried away with any of this kind of stuff. Have fun. Drive what you rode. Okay, that's the rule. Okay, it's the rule when we're off-roading. Okay, and when we used to race motorcycles and stuff like that. Drive what you rode. Okay, drive what you brought. That was it. Don't think about getting crazy. Just go have fun with whatever you have. That's the rule. This is not meant to be expensive. This is not meant to outdo somebody else. Okay, this is not meant to be, Kuiu versus Walmart clothes. This is meant to be you out there enjoying life. That's what it's about. Don't overthink it. When it comes to your bow, find what works best for you. Play with stuff if you want to. Tinker with stuff. Buy extras. Doesn't matter. Whatever way you want to go. But don't think for a second that somebody else's is better or that yours is better. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.